Yeah, I'm already filming. We might only get one round of this, so it's worth trying it. Okay, whenever you're ready. Okay, so we're starting our circuit here with some sled drags from the waist. This makes you use more of your leg power. If it's on a chest harness or something, you can bend at your hips and kind of use your torso more forward upper body weight. So then she's going to turn around. So what this will do is this will wear out our legs after multiple rounds, and most notably get the glutes and hamstrings as the body starts to fatigue. So especially with what we're pairing after this. So it's just a forward sled drag from a hip harness. Now we're going to do some sled bunny hop jumps. So sled bunny hops. Let's go for 6. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Then she comes around, she pushes from a low handle, and she's going to sprint it back to the start. So that just burns out the quads and gets our lungs finished. Cool. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this was really done.
Oh, he thinks he's faster than me. You told me to walk, you cheater. He's such a cheater.
Here we go, big step.
This is hilarious.
Record might show a little further.
I'm surprised he didn't trip.
This way. This way. So, okay, so what we're doing right now is called face pull. So she's doing off the cable stack here. So we'll come up the cable stack towards her. So she's basically pulling the rope towards her face. And what this does, it contracts the upper back. Let me sneak around here. If you don't mind doing a couple extra reps. So you can see what it does. It hits all the detail in these muscles, and especially right in between the shoulder blades. So it gets good definition in that area without overbuilding the area. So it doesn't plump up these muscles too much. Gives you a nice kind of detail across here without giving you like too much muscle in here, making you have a rounded or thick back. So cool. Thanks, Jeannie. Okay. You good with that? Okay. So last one. So what we're pairing with that is basically cable rows. So she's doing a one-arm row off the bottom of the pulley now. So, and this does a similar thing as it targets our back, but it targets it in a little bit of a different angle. So you're still getting that middle of the shoulder area, but now we're introducing a little bit of the lats and everything. So again, what this does is putting these back to back gives us more detail in the back, hitting the back at different angles. And then also we have this one, which is unilateral, which is one arm at a time. The other one was both arms off that rope. So this gives you a little bit of a chance to kind of work on any aesthetic differences from side to side or physical strength differences. So this kind of gives her that option. So, and again, by hitting the different angles and the exercises back to back, limits how much weight we need, which saves the joints and tendons and stuff like that. And it makes sure that we get more of a detailed effect rather than an overwhelming size effect. Cool. Okay, so what we moved on to next is some cable kind of crossovers. So it's basically just chest flies with the cables. So, and the idea of this is it helps target the chest, and it takes out the tricep involvement. And Janie's working through a little bit of a shoulder pain. So this might sound really crazy, but this is actually easier on her shoulder than a dumbbell press. So with a dumbbell press, you're loaded, and it kind of like the elbow can come back, and you usually have to do heavier weight. So even though she's getting, good job, good hold. So even though we're getting that arm to open up and be extended and extending the weight load on it, it's actually easier on the shoulder because it's a lower weight in general compared to pressing. Now she's going to move on to triceps. So, good job holding that weight and trying to wait for me to shut up. So, okay, so now we're just going into a tricep press down. So since the flies didn't involve the chest, we still want to make sure we get some shaping effect on the triceps. And you can see all the shape, the muscles just popping out everywhere. She's doing real good. So, and then doing it with her arm pinned at her side is safer on the shoulder as well. So rather than like a tricep exercise where her arm is like over her head. So this just gives us that shaping effect on the tricep and saves the stress on the shoulder. So, yep. And we're doing it with a palms down kind of grip. You could do this with your palm neutral, like where it's facing the middle of your body, or actually palm up. That'll change where it works on the tricep. So palms down, kind of you can see as it gets pretty full involvement of the muscle. So it's a nice way to kind of hit the biggest bang for your buck and get the most of the tricep shoulder and tricep muscle involved in the exercise. Cool? Thank you for that. Okay, start whenever you want. Okay. So what we're doing right now is just real small, partial, you can call them like reverse flies. We're basically just trying to activate the back muscles here. So again, she's working through like a shoulder issue. So we're basically trying to get that muscle active, but not kind of tear up the muscle or cause any more damage. But we do want blood flow to promote healing. And this also makes sure that we still get good shaping. So she's good about there, and she can go and switch sides. So we're doing 30 seconds per side. She doesn't believe me. I can see it in her face. So, and then this is actually the side that's most irritated. So you can see this muscle still activating. So we're gonna get shape change if we have enough time and attention, and just the newness of this stimulus will get us a shape change. And then, like I said, it's gonna push blood into that area to help that muscle heal a little faster. So it's just a partial reverse fly against the band. And she's doing 30 seconds, which I should have been tracking. So probably right there. That's pretty good. What? Okay, good. So she doesn't trust me, so she just counts her reps, which is fantastic. So then we got push-ups. And we're doing it on an elevation to help reduce that shoulder stress again. So, and she's going to go for 15 reps. So, and this makes sure we get the front side of the body as well. So we don't want to only train the back side of the shoulder. We want to make sure we train all of the shoulder to get it nice and strong and give it the strongest stability it can provide. So then of course this gives us shape change to the chest, front of the shoulders and triceps. Now we're going to grab this other thicker band and do something called a pull-off, P-A-L-L-O-F, pull-off rotations, and then into a hold. So she's going to do small rotations, and she's trying to activate through her midsection. You can see she's doing a great job. The hips aren't moving, it's just twisting right in there. This further activates the shoulders. You can see how they're firing. So this is increasing the activity in that area. And again, we're not doing direct work on it, but just getting enough work on it where it gets blood flow. So she did 10 rotations and a 10-second hold. Now we'll come to this side. So same thing. And this makes sure that we just challenge the body evenly. So this, whether you're facing, like, say, to the left or to the right, changes which side of the obliques is stimulated the most, and then which side of the shoulder on each side. So on the stabilizing side, on the far side, her chest is more active. On this far side, her shoulder and back are more active. Cool. So she did great. Ta-da!